Now, the amount of golfers that I meet that come from other sports like tennis, football, baseball, skiing, they're explosive and dynamic. And then you put a golf club in the hand and they think they've got to swing slow and controlled because that's what everybody's telling them. And they don't use the natural athleticism. Now, if you were to hit your first serve in tennis at 90%, why would you play golf at 60 or 50? Now listen, I appreciate every swing is different. Speed and rhythm, it's individual. So don't try and be somebody you're not, because you'll never trust it. Now, to get speed back in there, you've firstly got to get your hands and arms and your wrists firing. Now, I've said this a million times, the best way to do this is to take the body out and hit shots with your feet together. And relax. And not this. And learn to get fast, softly, because 90% of clubhead speed and power comes from your hands, your arms, your wrists, and your upper body. And this has been proven. Now, when we get the body involved, it doesn't really matter whether you're swinging a stick or throwing a ball or playing baseball, playing tennis, and it doesn't even matter in what direction. You're going to use the same muscles and same sequence. Now, the only difference in golf is the ball is on the ground, whereas in tennis or a throwing action, the chest is up, and obviously the hitting area and throwing area is above the ground. But it's the same sequence of movements. Now, you turn and pivot onto your right side, you step onto your left, which frees the body up and allows the hand and arm motion to follow. Now, in golf, the chest is down, but that's the only difference. Our hips work the same, our arms work the same. We just need to change our upper body and torso to get down to the ball. Now, golf is basically an underarm sport. So if we mimic the golf swing and you put a golf ball in your right hand. Now, if you take your posture and you pivot into your right side and allow your right hip to turn back behind you. Now, step across onto your left foot as you would naturally do. Now, with power and extension, throw the ball a metre or two out in front of you to go straight. Now, if you replicate this movement in your golf swing, that's perfect. Perfect amount of rotation, head movement, weight transference, arm movement, everything. Now, if you were to throw a ball and you took it back, you wouldn't do something stupid like this, would you? So don't do it in your golf swing. Now, if you throw it left, then you're coming over the top from the outside. Now, too far right and early extend, then you're going to push it over to the right. Now, if you can throw a ball, which most people can do, I mean, you can throw a ball, can't you? You're not going to do something silly like that. Then you can play golf. Because the golf movement and the throwing action is the same thing. And there's no reason why you can't step across onto your left foot in your golf swing. Step drills are a great way to sequence the movements correctly. Now, if there's no force first, there's no power in the motion. And the force makes room for the hand and arm motion to follow. Yeah, that's a cracking shot, that. Great shot.
and the one that I recommend and maybe people should play with. I don't see why you wouldn't play with this one for sure. Take your normal setup, bring your left foot back. We're going to start with a normal. And the big key when you see me doing that is literally the club is only about here before I'm stepping forward. The movement forward, the transfer of weight forward is a lot earlier than people think.
Now if you put a golf club in your hand, just like throwing a ball, there's your perfect backswing, impact and follow through.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss, still burning, didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow, let me tell you what is up with your smile.
Now to take it up a level, if you want to shape your shots, now tennis is a great way to show this, because the tennis racket is the club face. Now if I wanted to hit a forehand shot straight and level, then I'd be here at impact. Now if I was trying to hit a tennis ball from the ground, I'd naturally have more side bend to get down to the ball, but everything else works the same. Now your hips, your torso, your hands and arms, everything moves the same, but you're hitting down to get down to the ball. Now if I put my left hand on, there's the perfect backswing, impact, follow through. Every tennis player knows how to swing a golf club. Now baseball is the same, you swing back, you step across, you feel the extension and release, nice long arms as the bat passes the body. Oh, it's baseball, hey? Oh, that'll do. Now if you want to hit a draw or a hook shot, then play a topspin in tennis and swing out to the right and turn the racket over. Now if you put two hands on the racket and do the same, then there's a beautiful little draw or a hook. Now to play a slice in tennis, you'd cut across it and hold the face open and chop across it. Now if you put two hands on, then you've got yourself a nice little fade or a slice. Now with practice you'll learn to gain face control and control the path, and then you can add more speed and learn to get fast, softly. Now golf is a sport, it's dynamic and athletic, so whatever sport you've played before, bring it over into your golf swing or you'll never reach your full potential. And I know, you can do all these things like this. But that's not what we're talking about here. Alright? You got it? Good. You could try and bend it like Beckham. Federer. Looks easy, doesn't it? Run like a whippet. Fly like Superman. Huh. Huh. Well, nobody's perfect. Yeah, good shot. It's tight, but that should be perfect, I think.
Good lad, look at that. Easy. Easy.